Alright, a very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us this night on the broadcast. You're watching KUTV News at 9. We begin with the highlights. New sheriff in town. Isaac Mutuma sworn in as the new governor of Meru County. Private hospitals that continue to deny patients outpatient services risk exclusion from SHA registration, says Health Service PS Hari Kimtai. The president of the African Development Bank, Akinwumi Adesina, receives Kenya's highest order, the first-class order of the Golden Heart. And in sports tonight, Harambee Stars coach names the squad to feature in the World Cup qualifiers 2026.
This is KUTV Primetime News with Anyango, Sylvia.
That's right, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Margaret Migwi. Remember, KUTV News at 9 is also coming to you live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. And you can also engage with us on our social media platforms, that is on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Anyango Sylvia KE. We begin. Now, Isaac Mutuma has been sworn in as the new governor of Meru County following the ousting of Kawira Mwangaza from office. Mutuma had been serving as the deputy governor of Meru County since 2022. He has pledged to restore peace and unity, emphasizing that it is a pillar of development.
Celebrations were witnessed today at Wendatu grounds in Meru County after Isaac Mutuma was sworn in as the new governor. This comes after the removal of former Governor Kawira Mwangaza, a decision that was approved by the Senate but later suspended and upheld by the High Court.
Our problems into opportunities. With humility, I offer myself to you as a servant leader to offer good leadership, integrity in management of public affairs, transparency and accountability. Our unity is our strength.
During Mwangaza's tenure, she is alleged to have had a strained relationship with county officials. Mwangaza received accusations of abuse of power. With the new governor, Meru residents and leaders are hoping for a change. On August 21, 2024, 26 senators voted in favor of the first charge of violating the Constitution and other laws. In a ruling delivered on Friday, March 14, 2025, Judge Bahati Mwamuye determined that the petition challenging Mwangaza's removal did not meet the legal threshold to overturn the Senate's decision.
I want to assure you, no more corruption, witch hunting, and procedural transfers and intimidation at workplace. We plan to strategically heal the wounds, retool, inspire, enhance capacity, and realign staff with their skills and competencies.
The judge affirmed that Mwangaza had been accorded a fair hearing, dismissed her petition to nullify the government gazette notice, confirming her removal. Mutuma was elected as the deputy governor of Meru in the 2022 elections, alongside Mwangaza without the backing of any political party.
Ameonyesha ya kwamba ana maoni makubwa kuhusu vijana, kwa sababu sisi kama vijana tulikuwa tumefinyiliwa na uongozi uliopita, vijana hawakupata nafasi. Hii imeonyesha ya kwamba ata create more ajira kwa vijana kupitia ile youth service ambayo atakuwa akifanya.
Some of the promises made by the new governor include restoring peace in Meru County and working with elected and nominated leaders for the development of the county. Brenda Nyongesa, KUTV.
Now back to the health sector. Private hospitals that continue to deny patients outpatient services risk SHA registration, removal from SHA registration, or potential closure of their facilities. This is according to a statement made by Principal Secretary of the State Department for Health Services, Harry Kimutai. Here's more. The government has issued a decisive warning to private healthcare providers, cautioning that failure to provide outpatient services could result in severe penalties, including exclusion from the registration with the Social Health Authority SHA. This directive was delivered by Principal Secretary of the State Department for Health Services, Harry Kimutai, during the launch of digitization devices in Embu County as part of the ongoing rollout of the Taifa Care Health System.
If they continue like this, it is obvious. They are also subject to renewal of license. So if you are not compliant, we also say, okay, fine. You offer service, you don't want to offer service to Kenyan in accordance with the Kenyan Constitution, in the Kenyan laws, then close shop. That's not the right business that you are supposed to do.
Kimutai specifically criticized some private healthcare facilities for refusing outpatient services, accusing them of attempting to coerce the government into settling medical claims without proper verification. He emphasized that claims exceeding 10 million Kenyan shillings must be supported by comprehensive documentation and questioned delayed claims dating back to 2016.
Why do you protest? Why do you stop service? Yet you knew very well that you had, the NHIF had your outstanding bill since 2016. We've called them for negotiations, we've called them for engagement that show us, prove to us that these are indeed true. So we are ready to pay. But they should not blackmail the government. They should not blackmail citizens by stopping offering of services.
Moses Kuria, the President's economic advisor for special programs, reiterated the government's commitment to universal healthcare, emphasizing that patients under the SHA are already accessing free primary medical services at government facilities.
And I want you people to challenge us. Mtu alienda pale outpatient, akaenda Karurumo, akaenda Isiara, akaenda Runyenjes, akaambiwa ya kwamba hautatibiwa. I'm challenging you people, bring me one person for outpatient ambaye ameambiwa alipe. Yeah? And he was a SHA member. Yeah? So that, we should be evidence-based people. The law says, a dictum in law says, he who alleges must prove.
The launch of the Healthcare Management Information System, HMIS, in Embu County marked a milestone in the digitization of healthcare services. Healthcare administrators were urged to embrace the new system, which aims to enhance transparency, accountability, and efficient disbursement of SHA funds. Anyango, Sylvia, KUTV. Now, President William Ruto has today honored and awarded the President of the African Development Bank, AFDB, Akinwumi Adesina, with Kenya's highest honor, the first-class Chief of the Order of the Golden Heart. Adesina pledged to continue working with the Kenyan government on development projects, including the last-mile connectivity program, water distribution, and the Kenya Water Towns water supply and sanitation project.
The president of the African Development Bank, Akinwumi Adesina, received Kenya's highest order, the first-class order of the Chief of the Order of the Golden Heart.
Graciously awarded the Chief of the Golden Heart. Congratulations.
The African Development Bank president was recognized for his efforts in advancing development in Kenya, including his contributions to the last-mile connectivity project, which President Ruto has been spearheading in various regions across the country. Ruto expressed his pride in being the Kenyan president who had the privilege of bestowing the honor upon Adesina.
Water harvesting, water storage, irrigation is the next horizon, especially in the context of climate change. We need to store more water. We need to harvest more water, we need more dams, and we need space that will enable us to deal with that. I am very proud, my brother, that you kindly and graciously accepted to support our water infrastructure development. Again, thank you.
In his speech, Adesina praised President Ruto for his commitment to national development, highlighting their long-standing relationship since Ruto's tenure as Minister of Agriculture. He further announced that the African Development Bank will continue its collaboration with the Kenyan government, particularly in funding the Kenyan Town Water Supply Sanitation Project. The bank has pledged 82 billion shillings for this initiative.
His Excellency, William Ruto was then appointed as the agricultural minister, I asked for an urgent meeting with him. You need to know something about this man, the then Minister Ruto, now President Ruto of this country. He is a man of action. He is relentless, and he will push until he gets things done, but he does get it done.
President Ruto's national honors for foreign leaders did not begin with Akinwumi Adesina. In recent weeks, he also conferred the first-class order of the Chief of the Golden Heart upon Prince Rahim Ali Hussein Aga Khan, while his wife, Zara Aga Khan, received the second-class order of the Elder of the Golden Heart. Blue Smile Hassan, KUTV.
Now, wars of words continues to escalate from leaders, particularly regarding the broad-based government involving Raila Odinga and President William Ruto. And as our political reporter Edward Nyamu reports, the push and pull has raised the political stage temperatures. Listen in.
Huyu Kasongo ni nani? Kasongo ni nani? Mimi ndio Kasongo. Haya, na nasikia iko ingine imekuja inaitwa El Chapo. Hata hiyo pia. Basi tuendelee na majina, hiyo kitu kazi mzuri.
This is the mood of the country as political tension continues to be witnessed, with the battle over who holds what position in this government intensifying. However, according to Raila Odinga, there is a lion but a toothless one.
Kama mimi usimwambie mimi nataka mimi nishinde. Nimeshashinda mara mingi. Sijatangazwa tu. Mimi najua mwaka juzi tulikuwa nasema fungoni 7. Sisi tulifungoni 7. Maana tulikuwa najua ndani ya 7 kuna ukweli. Walifungua. Lakini muhimu ni kwamba Kenya ni kubwa kushinda sisi zote.
And to those chanting Ruto must go, Baba has a different stand here.
Unasema Ruto aende, Ruto aende. Aende alafu nani ifanyike? Badala pale Ruto aende aweke Gachagua. Sasa Ruto aende, Kindiki aende abaki pale. Baadaye Kindiki aende weke mtu mwingine. Hakuna haja. 2027 itafika.
Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, people say you are drifting away from the president. Where do you stand in this broad-based government?
Mimi naamka siku moja naona headline hapo ati Sifuna ametoroka rais kwa mikutano yake Nairobi. Hakuna mahali kwa hiyo mkataba inasema katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM atakuwa anaenda mikutano na rais.
That being said, Agwambo, at some point you have confused us. Will you be vying come 2027 or who will you support?
Sisi tunajua wakati ile ya kampeni kifika, hiyo wote wanaume jitokeza. Sio lazima Raila simame. Raila vile vile anaweza kukaa nyumbani. Umesema Raila ni mzee sana. Sio lazima Raila ni mzee sana. Ni baba aendelee siendelee. Akae nyumbani. Akae nyumbani.
Mr. President, it seems the Nairobi tour came through. But do you think you have enough support for re-election?
Nasikizeni marafiki zangu. Si tunaelewana jameni? Si sasa ni 2025. Si uchaguzi itakuwa 2027. Si nyinyi ndio mtaamua kulingana na ile kazi mtu amefanya. Si nyinyi ndio mtaamua kulingana na ile kazi mtu amefanya. Sasa kila mtu afanye bidii.
Senator Mundigi, what do you have to say?
Ati bali Raila anaweza kuwa ametosheleza, aweze kuwa rais wa Kenya ni mambo kwa Rigathi Gachagua. Nataka nimwambie, hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Hiyo naweza kusema ni crocodile tears kwa sababu 2022 wale watu wa Mount Kenya wengine walimdanganya na aweze kuweza kupita.
Salale Ruto, it seems things are heating up here. From Kasongo to El Chapo. Are you prepared for 2027?
Sasa majina ni mingi, lakini kazi mimi nitafanya. Naendelea kufanya, mnaniongezea majina. Naendelea kufanya, mnaniongezea majina. Mimi naona tuongeze mpaka ifike 10. Itoshane na ile miaka. Ama mnasemaje? Sasa
Well said, Mr. President. However, Gachagua has only given you 2 years.
William Ruto will do whatever he wants for 2 years. But the good thing is only for 2. Mnamuzijali.
Edward Nyamo, KUTV.
Now, off politics, in a significant move to alleviate food insecurity, the Cabinet Secretary for Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, Hassan Joho, has spearheaded a widespread food distribution initiative across all 6 sub-counties of Mombasa. The CS, speaking during a distribution event in Shimanzi, emphasized the government's commitment to ensuring no one goes hungry.
It doesn't matter how much food we have received, we'll always endeavor to want to get some more food, but what we must be able to achieve is equity. Everybody must get their fair share. And for the longest time, this food distribution had been politicized. People were seeing it as a political tool to gain their popularity. And that's exactly what we want to move away from. It is for the needy, it is for the most vulnerable, the most deserving cases, and that shall be it.
And that shall be it. On that note, we are taking the very first break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi wana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi. Wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Anyango, Sylvia.
That's right, and you can also interact with us on our social media platforms. We are live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya, and you can engage with us on X as well at KUTV_Kenya at Anyango Sylvia KE. Now, in a bid to improve the security measures in the country, the President has today received the Second National Police Service end-term report at State House, Nairobi. According to President William Ruto, who graced the event, The efforts of improving NPS is expected to foster a transparent force that safeguards security of the nation without discriminations. The report comes amidst concerns of the conduct of the service in dealing with protest after there has been claims that the police force is being used illegally.
The Commission's achievement during the tenure of the outgoing commissioners.
Even as we acknowledge these successes, we also recognize the challenges that remain and demand our urgent focus and attention. Issues such as irregular police recruitment, budgetary constraints, and the need for a sustainable police welfare program must be addressed without equivocation. These are matters of national interest, and the government of Kenya is fully committed to implementing reforms that will ensure a motivated, well-resourced, and professional police service. The recommendations outlined in this report will be taken seriously, and I'm happy that you have presented copies to both the Deputy President and the CS Interior as the people who will take the front line.
And Murang'a County government has launched a modern physiotherapy center that is aiming to transform health services for patients with physical disabilities. And as Helen Kiplagat reports, the 20 million shilling center was launched along with men's, women's and children's wards in the new level 4 building of Kigumo Hospital, where it's located in the area.
The Murang'a County government has launched and equipped a state-of-the-art physiotherapy and occupation therapy that is set to revolutionize healthcare services for inpatients with physical illness and disabilities. The shilling 20 million center has been launched alongside a male, female and children inpatient wards at the newly completed Kigumo Level 4 Hospital Blocks, Kigumo constituency. Speaking during the launch, Governor Irungu Kangata, while affirming his administration's dedication to inclusive healthcare and social empowerment, noted that physiotherapy center will enhance patient recovery through specialized medical treatment and therapeutic exercises.
Patients with such kind of physical problems now to consider coming to Kigumo, because this facility here is now state of the art, is the best in the county. In fact, we are now challenged that we might have to also improve the one in Murang'a Level 5. We are also happy that dialysis is still giving the people of this region desired service, and that was our intention.
Harrison Masharia, rehabilitative coordinator, said that at the rehabilitative department, the county government has equipped, among others, a static bicycle, multi-gym, treadmill, parallel bars, wheel bar, among others.
The rehabilitative departments consist of physiotherapy department, occupational therapy department, and orthopedic department, technology department. Here we are happy that Kigumo Sub-County Hospital is one of the hospitals that has received the modern physiotherapy and occupational therapy equipment. And we are going to save the patient who used to travel all the way from Kigumo to Murang'a County Referral Hospital to get the services. Now they'll be getting these services from this hospital.
Nashukuru sana kwa Kang'ata kwa kupatia hii wheelchair. Tulikuwa na shida kwa kuchukua hiyo watoto wengine akubwa, na wangu alikuwa na miaka 37, ni mkubwa na ninaisaidia na hii wheelchair. Nitashukuru sana.
Tumekuja kusaidika na hizi wheelchairs. Sasa tunafurahia juu hatuendagi bali kutafuta. Beleni tulikuwa hatuzioni vitu kama hizi, mtu na shida kwa nyumba bila. Sasa tukipata hii, mtu anaweza kutembea, mtu anaweza kujifanyia kazi yake akitembea na hiyo kitu na hii wheelchairs. Kwa hivyo hiyo tunafurahia.
The center launched will be providing over 100 disabled beneficiaries with wheelchairs and assistive devices to improve mobility and enhance their quality of life. Helen Kiplagat, KUTV.
Now, a Malindi court has convicted a middle-aged man after he was found guilty of defrauding a tourist of 124,800 shillings, pretending to organize for her trip to Tsavo National Park. Kenneth Njoroge Maina, alias JB, was convicted by Malindi resident magistrate Kuruma Namunyaka after he was found guilty as charged. Njoroge reportedly absconded court for more than 6 terms after being released on an 80,000 shillings bond. On March 13th, the accused person failed to appear in court, forcing the magistrate to reschedule the judgment for today, Monday, March 17th. While delivering the ruling, Namunyaka said the accused person's actions and conduct strongly suggested intent to defraud.
In this case, the prosecution asserts that the accused falsely represented that he was in a position to organize a trip to Tsavo. The evidence of PW1 and PW2 clearly demonstrates that this representation was false. PW1 testified that the accused assured her that the trip was organized, while PW2, the actual safari provider, revealed that the accused had not made proper arrangements and misrepresented the payment situation. Then ingredient number 2 is obtaining money. The accused must have obtained money as a result of false pretense. PW2 testified that she paid Kenya shillings 124 via M-Pesa. PW4, the investigating officer, confirmed this. Further, the accused himself admitted to having received the money. The element is clearly established. Then there is intent to defraud. The accused, Kenneth Njoroge Maina, is hereby found guilty as charged. He is convicted accordingly. A copy of the judgment shall be obtained from the CTS. You can download it there. The probation office to file a pre-sentencing report. Sentencing on 2nd of April 2025. Accused to be remanded at Malindi GK prison pending sentencing.
We are taking a very short break. We'll be back with sports.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Okemwa Mokwa James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia,
they find it quite strange talking to you.
You should just make schools integrated,
inclusive setups,
by providing the right facilities.
Access to knowledge. Solution to unanswered questions.
Pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Now, in sports tonight, Harambee Stars head coach Benny McCarthy has unveiled his squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Gambia and Gabon. Kenya will face Gambia at Stade Alassane Ouattara in Ivory Coast on March 20th in Ivory Coast before hosting Gabon at Nyayo Stadium on March 23rd. Kenya sits fourth in the group with 5 points. Under 20 defender Manzu Okwaro earns a call-up, while Ismail Gonzalez returns after a long absence. The team departs Nairobi on March 18th. McCarthy expressed excitement about leading his first qualifiers, emphasizing teamwork and dedication. And Kenya's junior starlets are preparing for a tough challenge against Cameroon in the third and final round of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. Head coach Mildred Cheche acknowledges the task ahead after their dominant 5-0 aggregate win over Uganda. Kenya will host Cameroon on April 18th at Nyayo Stadium before traveling to Yaoundé for the return leg on April 25th. Cheche emphasizes the need for focus and determination as the team eyes a historic qualification. The Starlets will be looking to continue their impressive form and secure a spot in the World Cup. Now, 30 minutes past the hour. That marks the end of our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for staying with us this far and for choosing KUTV News at 9 this day. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Margaret Migwi and Anyango Sylvia. Have a good night.